Hello, everyone. Welcome to It's a Long Story, a place where we roll dice, we tell stories, and I screwed that up. I don't have the slogan in front of me, but check the last episode to figure out that. Hi, everybody. Welcome. We are here with we're actually here with a couple of different crews altogether. If you notice, there's a ton of faces to my left and right. To my left, we have our beloved Mongoose Crew. Everybody take a look at the camera, wave, and say hi.
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 Cool. Two people. Good start, gang.
Hello.
Now it's time for the new moon. New moon, take a look at the camera, wave, and say hi.
Hi.
Hi, new moon.
Howdy.
Hi.
So much better.
We did.
So
Okay.
Hi,
Hi.
Mongoose Crew. How are you doing? Hi.
Hi, how's it going? Hi. Welcome, everybody. For those who have never joined before, I'm going to kind of fly through this because we, if this is your first time joining, check out yesterday's session with the new moon to be able to see that we were just continuing on from the same movement. But we're going to quickly run through some announcements before we get into tonight's just, fun, relaxing session. And I mean that somewhat truly. So before we get into it, the announcements are, first and foremost, we are looking for we're still looking for a couple more people to be able to fill out our Candela Obscura game that will be running either Thursday or Sunday, depending on what people end up jumping into for that. So if you are interested, or if you've never heard of Candela Obscura, it is a cosmic horror game designed by Darrington Press, the friends over at Critical Role. It's a very cool sort of high RP game that is designed with one of the simplest dice systems I've ever run with. So if you're interested in doing that, we have our own sort of homebrew version of that, taking the same concept, the same system, even the same sort of game design, but taking more of a real world reference, pulling back into the year 1901 in a little place called North Shore of Massachusetts. Shut your butt. Sorry, my watch talked to me. Get out of here. Yeah, so if you are interested in checking that out, or if you want to know more about that, if you're watching this from YouTube, you can see down below the video description, there is the start playing link to check out all of our games, but especially that one. But if you're watching this from Twitch or YouTube, I will be putting this in the private chat as well to be able to check out and take a look at. For those who heard about our Steinhardt's Guide to the Eldritch Hunt drop-in, drop-out campaign, we finished that early last month. We were taking a little bit of a break, jumping into probably some one-shots this month on Saturdays and Sundays that are going to be kind of pushing some old favorites. The Weldon McClellan Mellon Minstrel Mystery. Did I say that right? Not even close, probably. See if Miranda has it.
I got it. Hold on.
Yeah, you nailed it yesterday.
McClellan's Mellon's Minstrel Murder Mystery.
Yes. Colon and Allbard Affair. If you were interested in playing an Allbard campaign, that will be happening, an Allbard one-shot. That will be happening sometime this month, on Saturday or Sunday, as well as a bunch of other one-shots. So feel free to check that out on startplaying.games/itsalongstory_TTRPG. After that, the following month, we're going to be actually starting our Humblewood drop-in, drop-out campaign. So for those who are interested in playing a zany campaign with anthropomorphic animals, drop-in, drop-out means that you can join for a session, you can join for two, you could take a break, come back, all that stuff. So if you're interested in checking that out, again, same idea, just follow that same link. Lastly, if you're interested in supporting the channel, one of the biggest ways to be able to do that is to subscribe to the channel, whether on YouTube or Twitch. That feeds the almighty algorithm, allows us to be able to have more people check out what we have, check out the show. And then lastly, if you're interested in staying in the loop for our social media stuff, which would be our Instagram, TikTok, obviously YouTube and Twitch. I just put in the link, into the private chat, our little link to our link tree, to be able to jump in and check that out. And feel free to follow and say hi. So we always like to hear that. And I believe that is it for tonight. We're ready to get right into it. So, Lorianne, would you please give us the idea of where our crew left off?
Yes. So we're gonna shoot back to last week first. Last week, the Mongoose Crew were hiding from a gigantic, and when I say gigantic, I mean like gigantic, scary monster in the dim forest. They were able to hide from this thing, and once they had a little bit of distance from it, they reached out to Broomhilda to find out where she was. They're able to kind of glean from her where she is, but she wants them to wait for her, and she'll come to them. But they trudge ahead anyway because they realize that she's not alone when she gives kind of a coded message back. They're able to make it out of the dim forest with the help of Saren's pass without trace and Orin's guidance, but not before Saren loses her memories of Gerard, which is very, very sad. We were able to calm both Saren and Gerard down and continue on our way. Luckily, Saren has a journal where she wrote down all of her important memories. Probably doesn't make it any easier, but she at least knows that we're not lying to her, that Gerard is actually her closest companion. So once we make it out of the dim forest, we're greeted by an old friend, Darthoradin Benrona, or Darth as we know him. He offers to help guide us to Broomhilda. We learn about what he's been up to since he's been dead, and that time works differently here and all that stuff. He's kind of made himself a little life here. I guess a little death here. I don't know. So we make it to the mountains, and Saren and Milo notice a commotion ahead. And Milo then scouted ahead and sees some Bodak in some sort of combat, which is not great for us because we were almost killed by Bodak in the forest. The Mongoose Crew do not know that this is actually New Moon in disguise, so enter into combat against them and the mummies they're also fighting. After some stuff happens, we're finally able to figure out that they're not enemies, and that is when Tal, along with Broomhilda, appear. So Tal is disguised as New Moon's friend Slagtan, or not disguised, he's literally possessing his body. And then Tal reveals he's Broomhilda's father, and it becomes clear very quickly that Broomhilda is under a dominate person spell. So yesterday, Broomhilda released an AoE spell that immediately killed Aaron and made Ianthe, Vixeldan, Eldrin, Norris, and Zaris unconscious. Wilbur was able to stay up because Eldrin cast Death Ward on him. Gwar and Broomhilda have a moment that seems to occur outside of space and time, and she basically tells him, kill me, because if Tal has 2 living lights, it is world ending. Gwar tells her to fight and that he can't lose her. So that happens. Then the Mongoose Crew and New Moon take turns healing each other, defending against Tal, and fighting Tal and Broomhilda. Eldrin tried to dispel the Dominate Person spell, but failed, and instead was able to remove the Globe of Invulnerability on Broomhilda. Gwar tried to attack Tal, but quickly realized that they need to get the fuck out because his attacks were doing nothing. Green was able to revive Aaron, who in turn tried to banish Broomhilda, which led to her, or them and Ianthe doing some really cool magic and counterspelling stuff. This brings Tal's wrath on Aaron, though, and he casts Disintegrate, killing Aaron immediately. The banishment, though, did help us a lot because it broke Dominate Person, leaving Broomhilda on our side, and she helped to turn the tides. We realized that we basically just need to survive until Zaris finishes his portal to get us out. So in the midst of trying to survive, Darth, our long-lost friend, who also Eldrin betrayed, tried to kill Eldrin, but luckily Ianthe, Gwar, and Orin are all able to pretty much work together to save her. Titian utilized his, I don't know if I got this right, so you can tell me if I'm wrong, Joe, but he utilizes his marks on his face and goes to attack Tall, and he's somehow able to siphon energy from him and is able to do like a massive explosion that causes a little tiny cut on Tall's cheek. And then Wilbur's able to end things with the help of Broomhilda, and once he does this awesome primordial attack or whatever, he hears a voice in his head that says, "Good, that's one." And then everyone kind of does something before going through this portal with Zaris, but we're all able to make it through the gate, and the session ends with, we don't know this as the groups, but the Shatter Kai showing up after we leave to the aftermath of our battle, and basically saying that they avoided bad things from happening. Or that could have been bad. I don't remember exactly what was said.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. So for those that are joining us, we're going to be jumping in. Also, Kayla, can you check your messages, please? We're going to be jumping in right where we left off, basically on the other side of that arcane gate. As you all kind of stumble through the gate, I will say at this time, basically the last nasty thing I'm going to have you guys do is I need everybody to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
You want us to put it in the chat or just say it?
You can just say it. I'll give it a minute and I'll go through it.
Paladin +4.
Oh yeah, do we get our +4 from Guar?
Sorry, what are
We're pretty clustered.
we rolling? Sorry.
Con save.
Con save.
Con save.
Oh yeah, baby, nat 20.
Same Z's.
Yeah. Computer's just messing up. Cool.
All right. Wilbur.
22.
Okay. Eldrin.
A 16 for me and a 24 for Norris.
All right. Guar.
Natural 20 for a 26.
Okay. Milo.
23.
Okay. Saren.
You said yes to the +4, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 21. Do you need one
Okay.
for Gerard too?
No.
Okay.
All right. Adim.
Not one.
Oh no!
Oh wait, re-roll that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, because I like you. Re-roll it.
thank you.
Oh,
Oh, that's better. That would be a 26.
Heck yeah.
Wow, gang.
Thank you.
Those are some
You got it.
crazy rolls.
It pays to be short.
Pays to be sure. Agreeing.
We love it. a short
Nat
game.
20 for 26.
Okay. Tishin.
11.
Okay.
oof.
Anthony.
24.
And I'll mark for Pixeldan. Yeah, that's a 2. For, let's see, 9. Okay, cool. All right. I guess the mark is anyone who rolled below a 20 take a point of exhaustion.
Ooh.
So, as this happens, you guys all kind of stumble out as this gate is opening up to this large large kind of grassland area, about 60 by 60 feet. As you are all collecting yourselves and trying to kind of get your bearings and your surroundings. Looking around, we see tall walls all around, as if this is like a very large courtyard area. The walls themselves seem to be mixtures of this bronze and golden architecture. Eldrin and Guar, you immediately recognize where you are.
As soon as I see this, I say to Guar, do not do what you did last time.
Do not do what you did last time.
I'm saying don't do what you did last time with the whole disguise, okay?
Yeah, and I'm saying don't talk to anyone because you suck at it here.
Excuse
I
me?
just walk over to Zarin and say thank you, Zaris.
Excuse me.
To Zaris, yeah. Zaris goes, oh, sure, yeah,
Why here? Why here, Zaris? Out of everywhere you could have brought us.
Excuse me. Where is here? Where are we?
So many questions.
We're in Farah.
Yes, we're in Farah because, as I am most likely rightfully assuming, not everybody can breathe underwater. And
But they can breathe in the castle.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's just put an arcane gate in the middle of the castle so that anyone who has a spell could go right into it.
I'm sorry. You're right. Thank you for... Does he look still super old?
He does look super old, yeah.
Oh, no. Okay, so I noticed that and I say, thank you. I'm sorry.
What?
Thank you for coming here and helping us. And
why are you looking at me like that?
You look really old. I'm sorry. You look very, very old right now.
My mouth is really dry.
You know what would have helped that if you had, made it so that we were in Anoria. But that's fine. No, you know what? We're not doing that. I apologize again.
Sorry, young miss, you're asking where we are.
Yes, I don't recognize this at all.
Sure.
Where is here?
Yeah, well, the place's name is Farah, and you're probably about to find out a lot of information. See, here our friends come now, and you see
far away from North America.
Damn it!
You see actually like a line of Aarakocran guards all of a sudden just descend into the courtyard area, quickly making a semicircle around you,
I look at
pikes
Eldrin.
drawn towards you.
I look at Eldrin and I go, not a word.
And I lean in and I say to Guar, I say, well, I mean, now we can at least get our answer.
Just don't talk.
I'm the one that they were going to... You're lucky that I'm not feeling well right now.
Yes, I know. I'm lucky that we're not in Anoria where you have all your power, and I get it. Okay.
Okay.
As we see the birds descend down, we see a familiar face of a creature that I apologize.
I have the name.
Okay.
Is it... Well, it depends. Is it the Tulakatakoa? Nope. Okay. Is it the Tawal-Tawani? As she said?
It's not the Talatuani, and it's not the
Talakatava. Let me go back further.
I don't have a name. I have a drawing.
Okay.
I have... there's a lot of Guar is frustrated with Eldrin on this page.
Yeah. I'm getting a lot of that.
It was a big theme.
Guar is frustrated. Hold on.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can
Are we talking about the blue-footed booby? Or is there a different one?
No, isn't that what Guar made himself?
Never had a blue-footed booby.
No, Guar made himself a blue-footed booby.
Right.
Myself.
I said what I said. Yeah, no. 1 second. Figure that out. Maybe
Are you thinking of the Kenku?
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the other ones you didn't give us names. It was just their titles.
1 second.
Did the Kenku have a name?
I just have written down Kenku.
I don't think you
too.
ever got the Kenku's name.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I mean, it's par for the course for Aldrin. She didn't ask anyone their name.
Also, his name was probably name.
Okay, cool. I got it. So you see a figure coming towards you, a very large, like broad-shouldered Eric Cochran lowers, actually raises his pike as he addresses you all. I mean, it's possible you guys just didn't get his name.
Yeah, I don't think we did.
Okay.
For the Kenku, I have that he opened his mouth
It's not
and
the Kenku. It's not
a
the Kenku.
gunshot sound came out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
guess you need that for later.
Cool. You see this figure with this very interesting sort of like the plumage itself kind of moves back into this brown, almost headdress look. As you see this figure, extremely familiar. This was one of the guards that eventually, that actually, I think probably the first guard that brought you in. For the record, hold on one second. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Sorry. Let me just make sure I get this so that we all, you guys in character don't know this yet, but his name is Xyloaltic or Xylodaltic. Aztec names.
I'm gonna lean into Zaris because I don't have tongues prepared.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say to him in Primordial, can you please translate or be our, I mean, you are the, Eldrin can't think of the word. What is he, Joe? He's the, oh my god.
It's your background. I got
I
enough
know.
dealing over here on this.
No. This is your thing that you made up for him. He's the ambassador. There we go.
He's the ambassador. Yes.
I say you're the ambassador, right? Brenoria. So, can you handle this? Please?
Quick point of order.
Yeah.
For Milo's.
Jamie, I'm gonna need you to speak up, man. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. One second. Milo has I can't remember what the name of it is now, but he can understand tongue of the sun and moon.
Oh yeah.
Does he notice when that's being translated, or does that come to him as common?
Go ahead and read it off to me what it is.
It is you can understand all spoken languages, and any creature that can understand a language can understand what you say.
You can understand all spoken languages?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he just all of a sudden just automatically just seemed to know what he's saying. Yeah. I would, you could put the speaker back down. All I can hear is beard fuzz. Sorry.
That's fine. You're good. I can turn my input volume up.
Yeah, if you can, that would be great.
And Milo's going to lean over to Eldrin and say, "I'm the what?
What?
I'm the ambassador?
No, not you. I'm talking. What? Milo, I'm talking to Zaris. What? Can you
if you can understand,
are you telling me there's another one in this group that can understand Primordial now?
You fully just said that. Normally.
I shrug because I'm listening in, but I don't.
Why are you so upset that I can understand it?
No, it's fine. It's just that when we started in this group, none of you could understand it, and it was a way for me to.
There's a guard in front of you.
Yeah.
The guard.
I think Grian still just absent-mindedly is like, Ianthe, can you grab the pearl?
Hello.
Oh yeah. I mean, I did ask Zaris to handle it because I can't talk to them.
Yeah. Cool. So you see Zaris just come up and just start to, for everyone who doesn't understand Primordial, and even for some that do, this is a sort of an odd sort of dialect where you're hearing, you're getting like the gist of the words themselves, but there's a good amount that you're like missing as far as like descriptive sort of stuff. Like basically the difference between like Spain Spanish and like South American Spanish. Some things kind of just get lost in the translation there. You hear, for those that don't hear Primordial at all, you hear random sort of like sounds that almost sound like squawking coming from Zaris. But for everybody who can understand Primordial, essentially you hear, hello, I know, we said we wouldn't be back for some time, but they're all pretty pooped. We've had a terrible death, and just could really throw me a bone right now. That would be just great.
Lila's gonna whisper and translate to Eldrin.
I can understand him. Thank you, Milo.
You see, we'll call him Xylo, as he would be fine with that. You see Xylo actually just responds, "Stay here. You cannot leave the courtyard, or else we will kill you."
That's fair.
You see Xylo look at Eldrin on that response. It kind of nods, and you see them all kind of flap off away. For everybody else, kind of getting this sort of idea of the scene around you, as I said, it is a very large courtyard. You can see there is a you can see there is a fountain that is kind of up on this like sort of higher banister. So there's some water that is flowing from that. The scenery up ahead from that area, you can actually see out beyond. This is weird. There's 3 pictures of this, but out beyond, you can see from the sunset some very tall, essentially like Mayan ruins that seem to go up what would look like to be miles and miles up in the air. If you were to go over to any of the other sort of areas of the walls, you might see down below that you yourself are miles above the miles up from what would probably be the like surface level or ground level. You might even actually feel it like in your throat, as the oxygen is a little bit different here. But you don't see a single Eric Cochran here. You can see there's a lot of lovely architecture kind of around in those walls area, but it looks like I would say actually for Adim, Titian, and Guar, give me, and Saren actually. Adim, Titian, Guar, Saren, give me investigation checks.
Cool. I just want to say Titian was listening to that whole conversation too, with his little rock of translation.
Okay. Got it.
Since it's in the team's fanny pack. You said investigation?
Yes.
16.
That's 11 for me.
11. Cool. 21.
Not one.
Oh.
Adim, this is above the ground.
Thank you. It's above water.
It's above water. Excuse me. Yeah. So yeah, it would look very different. As I think Saren and who rolled a 16?
I did.
Okay. Saren, Titian, you immediately recognize this must be some sort of training grounds for some militia. You see like markings on the ground that seem to be like scar marks from talons. The like grass here is pretty closely cut to the ground. You can still see that there's like some significant rakings along the ground. Currently not being used. You guys are able to hang out in this training ground area.
Before doing anything, I asked Cyrus, is it going to be a problem that you used magic to get us here?
I don't know. We're alive, so that's good.
Well, aren't you the... Okay, you're right.
I did ask him to throw us a bone, so...
Okay. That's what I thought you said. The translation's kind of rough in my head. I haven't taken this dialect in a long time.
Oh, did I say stick?
No, I
No,
think you said
you
bone.
said bone. You're good.
Oh, okay, great. Thanks. Thanks, Milo.
I look at Zaris and I like really look at him and I say, are you okay?
What?
Because I'm pretty sure you almost died and I almost died, and I think you dying would be a lot worse for Honoria than my death, so I'm just making sure you're okay.
You're being weird. I don't like this. I'm gonna go.
Do you want me to be mean again? I don't understand.
My lips are chapped. I'm going to go to the fountain and wipe my lips. Drink some what's most likely bath water. Okay, is that okay?
All
with
right.
you?
Well, I'm glad you're alive. That is fine
Great.
with me.
Good. You see him just walk off.
Oh, Anthony,
dear.
you're in for a treat.
God. I look. So I'm gonna look at the Mongoose Crew, and Broomhilda's with us, right?
Yeah.
How's she looking?
Well,
Awesome.
I would say like at this point, I think it's going to be a good idea to kind of say what is everybody doing as we're looking at this. So Wilbur, what is Wilbur doing? We'll say for the next 5 to 10 minutes here.
First of all, I don't think this was specified last night, and I only assumed that it was Broomhilda's voice that I heard in my head.
Oh. Roll me a history check.
Oh, Lord. It's like my worst thing. 11.
Yeah, you're not sure who that was.
Great. Well, I'm going to take it upon myself to go ask her anyways. And say, so when we just defeated him, I heard a voice in my head that said, good, that's one. And I assume that means that we're going to have to defeat him more than once. So, how many times? Also, are you okay? And it's good to see you.
I'm gonna go lie down. You see her walk off.
I'll come with you.
No, that's okay. I just need a minute.
I'm good at helping give people a minute.
I need a minute.
Okay.
Aldrin, we got kind of a general sort of idea of what you're doing, but what anything else in this moment?
I think I'm just I mean, all of us look pretty injured. So Eldrin is going to wait, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eldrin's gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds on the Mongoose Crew, because I can only do it on 6 people. And so let me roll it real quick. 3d8 plus 4. Are you kidding me? With my thing, I get to re-roll 1s and 2s, so
okay.
I'm gonna do that.
You can go ahead and just message that to the Mongoose Crew. Let's move on. Jack, excuse me, Adim. What is Adim doing in this moment?
He's probably collapsing because the haste has run out, so he probably is suffering from exhaustion himself. He's looking around. That's about all. Given the exhaustion.
With that end of that haste, I think you feel like probably in this moment that you just like have to sit down right where you are.
Yeah, I probably drop to a knee and just like, okay.
Yeah.
I am wondering, did the rock do anything for me, or was it just a rock?
The rock did. It was a.
It did. I thought it was just a rock. Okay.
The potion rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. It worked as a, I believe, a greater potion of healing.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Um,
I can, if that's what it is, I can look it up and roll.
yeah, if you don't mind.
I'll do it. So yeah, I drop to a knee and just kind of let the effects of that spell run its course.
Cool, you got it. I will say with the like in the light of everything that's happened, like there was a huge amount of just of violence and you were hasted and all this stuff kind of taking place. Give me another. Give me one more Constitution saving throw. This would not be with disadvantage because it would have been from before you had that.
5.
Okay. You real, Adim, you realize in this moment you're like, oh man, that potion worked, and then you feel one of your teeth in the back is wiggling pretty bad.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Losing a tooth.
I
But
have a
does
quick
it
question.
heal? With
It does.
stone
It
healing?
does. I don't think it heals a tooth. It's your call. But yeah, it's
Okay.
it heals your body first for sure.
Awesome.
Does Zaris, did he get healed at all? Or what's his hit points at? Because I realize I can't. I can heal one more person. Norris doesn't need it.
Okay.
I'd healed him for some amount last night, but I can't remember.
Yeah, you could say you put the rest on Zaris. Like I said, I don't think there's going to be. We'll figure that out if it has to.
Okay.
If it has to be something that comes up. Cool. What is Grian doing right now? You're muted. Hopefully. Nothing. Not hearing anything. We'll come back. Guar.
Guar's also coming down from his haste. So I would say whenever Broomhilda wants to go lie down, I would imagine that like Guar would sort of not follow her closely, but like make his way sort of in the way, so he's kind of like in between everybody and her.
Well, to be honest with you, because of the effects of haste wearing off in this moment, you actually become like almost paralyzed for a turn.
Can I roll?
No, that's the effects of haste.
No,
so that there's a certain point where I think you probably like go to like go towards her and then just all of a sudden just like fall to the ground.
Yeah, I would just probably say like I do one of those like, oh, feel a little light.
Yeah, it's full on.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's when I decide to do the healing, when I see him do that.
Perfect. Yeah, I love it. Cool. So we'll say that you're healed at this point. You and you're starting to kind of move over to Broomhilda.
Yeah, but like, because I know Broomhilda well enough at this point to know if she needs a minute, she needs a minute.
Right.
So I'm gonna just kind of like position myself between and kind of be like a gatekeeper sort of thing between her and the rest of the group.
Okay, so you're just like because it's a big open field area. So tell me, like, are you just standing in a weird in between? You're playing shortstop between her and the group.
Goalie, I would say I'm like sitting. I'd probably like start meditating, honestly, just because like that was a lot, and I have so many things to say and so many things to ask. But my number one priority is Broomhilda, but she's not ready to talk yet. So I would say I would just try to get myself together.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. So Milo, coming back from that, we have Orin did make it through the arcane gate. You can tell there's a weird moment where you actually see Orin with like multiple like scars on his you see like a scar on his face. You can see like there's like a massive wound across his chest, and then all of a sudden it seems to dissipate into nothingness as he goes from his like sort of odd in between sort of corporeal form to just fully back to a spirit. I think from your like monkish sort of perspective too, you recognize that no one around can see him right now.
Yeah. Milo, so this is like a training ground, like a big open field. Are there any like trees, or I'm assuming, I'm just trying to think for like birds and stuff, features
No,
for this space.
it's like it's a very big like flat open area. As the idea of like trying to figure out, I'll give you kind of like a little bit of like a an insight in this of the idea that if there was something that was Eric Hochran's, at least of this of Farah, seem to be pretty well off, right? Like seeing like the the architecture around is like emblazoned with gold and bronze, and it might not be real gold or whatever, but one of the like interesting things about it is like it gives you the sense of like we may be from a like far off sort of like place, but we're pretty confident in like you get an air of confidence. And looking around at this field, the idea here is that if it was something involving the air as far as battle goes, they got it, no problem. This is specifically for ground combat.
Okay. Then I think Milo's probably going to wherever Wilbur like settles down, Milo's probably going to like sit cross-legged and kind of hang out with like, I imagine he's gonna like for Milo, Orin is sitting next to him and not speaking, not talking really, but just being quiet and like being present here.
Okay.
And hanging out.
You got it. Okay, cool. What is Titian doing?
You said it's a big field with low-cut grass, correct?
Yep.
Titian is just sitting in the grass amidst the group, crisscross applesauce, exhausted. I think he's there, but like he just can no longer stand in the moment. Like he himself is coming off of haste, I assume.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
But also just feeling the wounds of everything around him, just sort of like trying to keep up with everything going along, trying to like make sense of the conversation Eldrin and Gwar were having, and like about like not making up names or something like that, and wondering if he needs to take on a secret name as well in some way, shape, or form. But he's just sort of like trying to play. He's just trying to think. He's just trying to think as strong as he can in the moment. But,
okay.
You know.
You got it. Brandon, any luck? Brandon, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry. My computer's being itself. No, I think Grian is just kind of finding a place to himself to kind of sit quietly and kind of just be.
Okay. We got it. And Anthe.
Anthe is sitting, crying, and letting tears just fall into her lap. Grieving.
Okay. And lastly, Saren.
Saren is gonna find wherever Gerard's at, and she's just gonna sit down in the grass in front of him, and she takes out her journal, and she's just looking at it again, and she looks up at Gerard, and it's like, I don't even know if you can understand what I'm saying, but I'm sorry, I forgot you. I'm gonna try to figure this out. You're obviously really important to me. But I'm gonna do what I can. And then she awkwardly pats his head again.
Yep. Give me an animal handling check.
23.
With a 23, you see a disgruntled sort of response from Gerard as you kind of like pat his head. There's a moment where it's like it's not exactly where you instinctively know where that like that perfect sort of spot is that he likes. So you see him like just kind of like make a weird sort of contorted face and then starts to move your hand, like move his head into the position of where you can do that. Yeah, so you feel that sort of happen, and you feel like, okay, progress. As you all are standing around in this moment, there's a weird sort of sense, like we're right at the like kind of cusp of the beginning of a sunset, and looking around, it's actually quite it's a quite beautiful area, and I think for some of you that feels like it's a little juxtaposed against specifically what New Moon is dealing with right now in the loss of Aaron. As you were all kind of like going through that grieving process, I think there is a good amount of time that seems to pass by as you all are kind of in your own sort of separate areas. So Milo, when you go to Wilbur, are you saying anything to Wilbur?
I think Milo's just gonna do the like the awkward funeral like half smile and like sit down and then kind of sit down next to him, and I think close enough that like it's clear he means to like be comfort, but he doesn't have anything to like say.
Okay.
Like probably like leg or shoulder touching Wilbur.
Wilbur, do you respond at all?
Their fallen comrade. What was their name?
Aaron.
I think Wilbur will look over at Ianthe and see Ianthe crying and walk over, or tell Milo, like, I'll be back, and walk over to Ianthe and say, I'm really sorry.
Thank you. Thanks for your help, I guess.
We should be thanking you all. It just feels so bad. Is there anything that we can do to honor Aaron?
They liked birds. Well, they had this one bird that they really thought. I hated the stupid bird.
Wilbur's just gonna look around and say, huh. Birds.
Maybe we can, I don't know, do something with feathers or something?
Yeah, Milo has a feather. That was weird.
Milo does. Milo has a green feather, I believe. It's just... It's hard to know that there's nothing to be done. I mean... We lost a friend before, and, there was maybe a little bit of hope, but there's just no hope here. There's nothing to remember them by. It's gone.
It sounds like you've all been through a lot. I'm sorry for the loss of your other comrade as well.
You met him. Briefly. Sort of. Was, the guy we were just trying not to die from. Well, that wasn't him. But...
You mean the body?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
maybe
awful.
it's better we don't have anything for Erin.
It's so awful. I'm so sorry.
Is how far away would you say you are, Anthony?
I probably would have dropped right where we stopped.
Okay.
So, smack in the middle.
Milo would be like hearing this, and as he's hearing this, you see Milo cut a little bit of cloth off of his cloak, off of his like tunic, and he just starts sewing something.
Guar snaps his eyes open from his meditation. Just turns around, looks at Brimhilda. What's she doing? Just laying there.
You see her like she is sitting on the. She's actually sitting like close by the fountain as Zarish just full on dunked his head in the water. She seems to be not here.
Yeah.
Just sitting with her back kind of against the wall, sort of slumped down.
Yeah. Is she within earshot of me? If I'm like close by but not too far?
How close are you?
I don't know, like 20 feet.
I think you get the feeling that she's not here, so she probably wouldn't hear you. Okay. You know what I mean?
So I would just look at her like with just a lot of like a mixed emotions of like relief, joy, sadness, terror, just the whole gamut. And then I would just take a deep breath, get up, and just like stride with purpose over to the group.
Okay.
Right. In times of battle, when we lose a fallen comrade, we honor them. Does anyone in this group want to say something to honor that very powerful warrior? I know you're sad. We must honor them.
I'll stand up. Do I talk to you? Do I talk to them? What do I do?
Whoever you want. They will hear you.
You were probably the weirdest person I've ever met. Definitely the creepiest. And I really love that about you. You saved me from myself. Hours after meeting me. Didn't even know anything about me. Didn't ask any questions. You just helped. I'm sorry I couldn't help you. I'm sorry we couldn't get you back. We'll make it right.
Thank you. Anyone else? You knew them the best.
Tishin will stand up. You commanded me to give over a stick. I tried to make you quack like a duck. You didn't fall for it. You were always the smart one in the group, even though you often let your quiet resolve speak for itself. You always add an ace up your sleeve, and I feel like we just lost ours. We're gonna miss you. And Tishin will just sort of like put his head down for a little bit and just put his hands down in front of himself.
I walk over to Tishin, just paladin to paladin, and I just like make eye contact with him and I extend a hand.
Tishin will return.
And then I turn around and I put a hand on Anthony's shoulder. What about you two?
I buckle a little bit because he's like a gazillion times stronger than me. Jeez.
I'm gentle. Come on.
I don't think so.
Also limp his body right now as Gore has his arm around him. I'm kidding. No.
Yeah, I would say it might actually be like even instinct for Ianthe to just like dealing with Tishin whenever like Tishin would have put your hand on your shoulder of just like being like, I know this is coming. I'm gonna soften the blow.
Right.
Just okay, fine.
Yeah.
Got it.
Adim, you I'd say you probably have enough energy to be able to kind of like pick yourself back up, or you can just kind of like sit there, but you can definitely Adim or Grian if you guys want to say anything.
Go ahead, Grian.
I don't know if Grian's there. I think Grian's like
just off to the side.
Like
you got it.
Okay, so then if
like
Adim
not
is
even
there,
present.
Yeah, if Adim is there and feels eyes on him, he just looks up at Guar, not knowing really anything about him, and says, "I said my piece to the Raven Queen. If they can hear me now, then they heard me then."
I see Grian is sitting off by himself. Eldrin in the middle of probably Tishian's speech is going to go walk over to him and sit down next to him. And she's not going to say anything. She's going to sit there.
Do you have any tokens you could remember them by? Anything you're willing to commemorate them with in this moment?
I will cast Minor Illusion, I guess. Do I have that? I think I do. To create like a bunch of raven feathers and like sort of send them off into the wind. Illusory.
Illusions, I think.
I think Grian just kind of like, without looking at Eldrin, will just kind of start talking. The first time that we met Aaron, I actually saved them from falling. And we've saved them a couple times since. Before them, I never met anyone like me. Never really. Like, I heard about things that I was, an Asimar, but I've never met anyone, but they were a good friend, and I don't know what to say. Yeah, I mean, obviously you don't know me, but I failed to save my parents and Slagtant And I tried. I really tried to save Aaron. And I couldn't. I said that they would be fine, and they weren't. And now they're gone. And he'll like wipe a piece of them off of his cheek. And if I don't work, if my magic doesn't work and I don't work, I don't know what I'm doing here.
I put my hands on Grian's shoulders, and
Green and I are over on the side.
Okay, then I don't do that. I just look at him. I turn to him, and I say, "Your journey is not done yet. You can still do good in this world. And what you did for them before their death, I'm sure that they appreciated."
It's not fair. We went there for them. We went there for them, and if we didn't go, they were gonna die. And they died anyways twice. Stupid, ironically. And with a little bit of venom, he'll look up and be like, and it's her fault. And like look at Broomhilda. Be like, none of this would have happened if she would just stayed where she was.
That's not fair.
It's not.
I understand that you're in a lot of pain right now, and I'm so sorry. But please do not take it out on Broomhilda.
I do not pretend. Oh, sorry.
I know. I have no idea what happened and how she got there and why. And clearly there's so much fucked up shit that is behind this. And it's just not fair. Fuck this. Fuck the Raven Queen. And he'll probably just start like crying into Eldrin's shoulder.
Oh god. Eldrin feels so bad for him, but doesn't also know what to do, and pats his shoulder like she's done to Gerard before and says, "They're there."
You see Noros on the like kind of like opposite from you on that side, just kind of going like,
Yes.
You got this. You got this.
Go ahead. You finish.
That's it.
Yeah. No. So, depending on how long Green and I are there, sitting together, Eldrin wants to commune with Persona in her head. But it takes 10 minutes, so if something's going to happen before that, that's fine.
Yeah, you go.
I'm not good at speeches, but Aaron, I didn't know Aaron except for this battle, but I can tell that Aaron was respected and obviously very loved amongst this fierce group. And Aaron, if you're listening and you can hear me, I want to thank you for winning that battle for us, essentially, and sacrificing yourself to save not only your comrades, but complete strangers. And we have more purpose to defeat Tall now, and we will do it in your honor, though admittedly, nowhere near as brave as you. So thank you, and rest easy, kind soul.
I look at the New Moon crew and I say, "We just met under extreme circumstances, and you don't know us either. But I can tell you, I've seen so much death. I have seen so much battle and war, for better or worse, and it never gets easier. But when we can, we honor the fallen, and we honor those who sacrifice themselves to turn the tide." And I pull out the other bear tooth that I had from like way back.
Like the first session.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pulled 2 of these from the first bear we killed. And I gave the other one to someone who impressed me when I doubted them because I didn't know them that well. And I look over Milo and was like,
Milo's like proudly holding it.
I don't know this person either. And I had no means to judge them by. But I give them this. I just put it on the ground.
As you all sit in memoriam for Aaron, you don't really see it, but you hear it. Just a distant caw. There's many Aarakocrans here. It could be them, but for some reason, I think some of you know it means something. At this point, there's probably a couple eyes that dart to Brimhilda to see if Brimhilda wanted to say anything. Brimhilda just doesn't seem like she's here.
War would take a minute, look around, see if anyone wants to say anything else. And then he would get up. Not all things today need to be sad. We will mourn, but we will also celebrate. Because we just got through that fucking shit. And rewards are in order. And I walk over to Titian. I don't know what you did, but that was fucking amazing. And you put yourself in harm's way in a way that I could not. And I am ashamed of that. But thank Bahamut you were there. And I unsheathed my windsaber. You have earned this today. Use it well.
Tishin will take it. Thank you. Thanks, Bahamut. I'm sure they're a swell person.
He's the best. Better than any other gods you might hear about today.
Yeah. I just want you to know, you shouldn't be ashamed for running away. You were leading the charge to get people to safety. And I was just fortunate enough to be in the space to put myself between death and my friends when needed to.
And War would hear that and he would take that as like Titian knew exactly what he was doing. So War respects the hell out of Titian. Well, all of you really, but especially Titian, because Paladin. Okay. So just use it well. Because it's really fucking cool.
I'm pretty. Thank you. I feel honored. Tishin feels like he needs to reciprocate in some way. But the thing is, this is above board. We're level 7, so we don't have a lot of stuff. So Tishian's gonna pull out
10 pounds of deer meat.
I mean, Guar is pretty hungry, so.
Tishian's gonna pull out a bar.
Oh, there's no way that deer meat is still good.
It is bad. You can pet our dog all you want. No.
Yeah. Point of reference. You see, there's a giant 3-headed dog that is about the size of Tishian at this point. That's just scrounging around, looking at Gerard, giving weird. There's just way too many NPCs for me to interact. Honestly,
Tishian will give. He will hand Gwar a bottle of dwarven spirits, and he will say, I got this in a town that sort of during our first adventures in a way, and anyways, to new friendships.
It's nice.
Yeah, it doesn't. I think it's slightly spoiled, but the symbolism is still there. I've drunk it; it still works, and by work I mean it'll get you there. But yeah.
I love that you just said like in a town.
In a town.
Like the town wasn't significant at all. Like, in a town.
I also got that falchion in a town. That's weird.
You didn't get that falchion in a town.
I don't remember anything.
You know, you can get a lot of cool stuff in towns. You know, like towns are a really good place to like.
They really are.
You can usually find like alcohol and weapons pretty easily in a town.
Yeah, and there's like people there, and
yeah, sometimes the people can be good, but sometimes they can also be a little rough around the edges.
Appear good, but then turn out to be bad.
That more often than not seems to be the case for us.
Why does that keep happening?
I don't know why, but I think it has something to do with like us not really like introducing ourselves properly. I'm not sure. Just bad news bears, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and bad news people too, and bad news monsters, and bad news goblins.
Speaking of, I don't think any of us have introduced ourselves to each other yet.
Yeah.
I'm Eldrin, NRF.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh.
I feel like Gray just like lifts his head up and like.
Yeah. No, I'm waiting for someone else to introduce himself. Grian is literally.
Gray just like lifts his head up and like wipes his eyes and like, oh, Grian McCray, like some kind of official like. Zero
I
idea
pat him
who
again.
just cried out.
I pat him
That's
again,
amazing.
and I say, "It's nice to meet you. I wish it was better circumstances."
Yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
I'm Wilbur. I'm not Wilma.
Oh, you're not. Oh, I thought you were your sibling.
I can totally see the resemblance, though.
Yeah.
This is Wilbur Wombat. He is a fierce warrior.
Maybe the fiercest.
To be fair, to be fair, so is Wilma.
She is something else.
Just a reminder, real quick, too. So Wilbur, you guys know that name. Everybody knows that name. Yeah.
Yeah.
And not only does everybody know that name, everybody knows that everybody knows that name in I Man.
Yeah. So that's the guy that's like trying to kill you, right?
Yeah. That's him.
Can I ask why? I mean, other than just general, he's a dick, but like, why you specifically?
Well, I've kind of been tasked to kill him.
It started when you went in his head.
Well, yeah, that too. I may have accidentally gotten his head. But also I've been tasked to basically kill him or capture him, but preferably kill him, and I don't think that he likes that.
One second. Sorry. Saren, what were you going to say?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say before everyone starts introducing themselves, she's gonna go sit next to Wilbur and just kind of whisper and say, "So that lion guy, he's definitely not the same one that we saw cut off someone's head, right?"
Was it clean?
Sorry, New Moon doesn't. That's such a callback. Oh my god, that's so fucking good. Chelsea, please take a point of inspiration for that. That's so funny.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, I certainly hope not. I mean, he seems a lot nicer.
Both of you give me a nature check, I think.
Oh, I'm scared.
I just give him a sword.
16.
Dirty 20.
You guys aren't sure.
Great.
So
Awesome.
all of them look alike now?
When you saw them, it was a monochromatic image of them. There was a lot that's going on. Looking at Titian right now, you can tell Titian has had some recent scars. Yeah, I'd say with a dirty 20, you're still not sure.
He seems to be on our side, so that's good enough for me for now.
That was really scary. I forgot all about that.
I unfortunately didn't.
Well, yeah, how could you? Have you, yeah, by the way, have you taken any souls lately?
I mean,
Guys, as important as this conversation is, shouldn't we finish introducing ourselves to these people?
This is Saren.
I will, as they are talking, I will, like, clearly paying attention to something else, say, I'm a Deem. Just like I'm a Deem. And then I start looking for where that sound is coming from. I mean,
Okay.
I'm...
Deem? Does that name ring a bell? Didn't we hear...
Yes, he's the one that with the Merid and all that stuff, and Milo found the locket and gave it to him. It's
Dean, give me a perception check. Because you said you're not paying attention to this conversation.
I'm not. Damn it.
Yeah, and I say, Guar, he told
That'd be a
us
9.
about him.
9? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You hear that...
Not a 1.
Okay, cool. You hear the, like, right, not a 1. You hear that, like, random sort of, like, cawing in the background. And it could be Eric Cochran's, you're not sure. And then you hear a very deep one. That sounds like a very, very, like, a very, like, deep squawk from something that is slightly bigger. You don't see anything yet, but you get the feeling that, like, in this moment, as you guys are having this conversation and doing the introductions, you feel like something's coming.
Can I tell from which direction?
Not with a 9.
Okay. I just stand there looking at the sky, ignoring the conversation about the Merid. Damn it.
So Eldrin says, okay, so we have a Deem and Grian, Wilbur, I'm Eldrin, Saren. Guar, would you like to introduce yourself?
Of course I would. I'm Guar. Amon Amarth.
No response.
Well, no, I'm saying it quietly because I don't know if they are.
No, I know, but I don't think
and
anyone
I
in
say,
New Moon knows.
Guar, why are you whispering your name? When we talked to them before. When we talked to the Aarakocra before, you literally gave them your name and said that on your life and your name as an Amon Amarth, that you have honor and all this stuff. Do you not recall?
I don't know who to trust here. You shouldn't be shouting my name. I told you to be quiet.
I'm sorry. You're right. You told me not to speak while I'm here.
Yes, I did. For a very good reason. I liked when you talk most of the time, but not right now.
Do all
Mom
the
and Dad
people
are
in
fighting
South May
again.
just like not treat women equally? Is that just like a weird thing in this house?
No. That's not what it's about. I promise you. That's not what it's about, Grianne.
I say,
it's because she talks too much. It's not a thing.
We still have introductions to make. Milo, go ahead.
Milo lifts his head and like everyone knows Milo right now. He lifts his head and he's like, and goes.
Oh
back
yeah,
to
you're right. I'm sorry.
Right.
And this is Noros. I say, pointing to him who's sitting across from me.
Yeah, let me pull him up. God, you said
Pretty hot.
He is pretty hot.
He's pretty hot. He's blue. He's pretty hot. You see this young-looking, young-looking Triton just going. Hi. Did you guys hear that? Hi, I'm Noros. I'm just hanging out. Looks awkwardly at Eldrin, just hanging out.
Yeah, just what does that even mean?
I don't know what they need to know, or like what if they.
He's with me.
But like not,
like your cousin.
No, he's
no.
No, we're gonna get married soon. So yeah, we're together.
Okay. Yeah.
You are already married.
I'm sorry.
You're
what?
already married.
Look at your hand.
We had a whole thing.
I look at my hand that has the scar on it.
I made you a dress.
I was your wombat of honor.
I
did
daggers.
flowers.
I made you daggers and I officiated your wedding.
Guys, did you scar our hands? Because that's not cool.
Yeah, that's
like when
not
we were
cool.
sleeping.
You did it in the ceremony.
Milo and I
cast ceremony on you.
No,
my mother was there.
Remember the fake Huxley?
No, I remember the fake Huxley because
Huxley.
that was the whole reason we couldn't have the wedding. He ruined it.
No, the wedding happened.
It happened.
It didn't. I would know if I was married right
it
now.
Did. You are.
I look at Grianne. This is not a sexist thing. It actually happened, okay? I'm not gaslighting her. So...
Grianne, roll me a perception check.
And I say, I think Norris and I would know if we were married
Damn
right
it.
now. It's
roll for
nat 20.
Very difficult, situation.
Cool. Nat 20, you see this weird sort of silhouette appear behind Guar at this moment as Guar is saying to you, like, trust me, we're not bad. And you see wings unfurl behind Guar's head. For this moment, like everybody's in some sort of realm of being exhausted. So for a second you hear Guar being like, no, it's okay, we're the good guys. And all of a sudden you see this black happen behind him. And it takes a solid second before you see that you see what is behind him actually moves and flies through into your path. There's a lot of Aarakocrans here. It's you guys are kind of probably on alert, but kind of like moves down to probably about 10 feet off the ground, and you see a humanoid being jumps off, probably about maybe 20 feet or so from you guys, lands, 3-point stance, stands up, and Aloran, right? Aloran, would you please introduce yourself or describe yourself?
You see a very young-looking elven man with dark brown hair, very beautiful sharp features, piercing eyes, start just sauntering over in some light leather armor and a couple of scimitars.
I take 3 points of piercing damage.
I'm about to take a whole bunch of piercing damage. Let's go.
Oh my god.
I was waiting.
Eldrin's like,
I was waiting. I was like, here it comes. Wait, come.
Eldrin's like, thank God I didn't tie myself down to Noros.
What did you say? I totally missed it. I'm so sorry. What did you say?
She said, thank God she didn't tie herself down to Noros.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was me or, yeah, you know. I'm glad I didn't get married. This guy.
Noros looks at...
I'm just kidding. I don't say that.
He's a very odd skin tone, but that is a beautiful creature walking towards us right now.
Yeah, normally I don't think that...
What?
People who aren't Tritons are very attractive, but he's all right.
Well, it's okay.
Wow.
Okay.
I think you're more attractive. Or is this
Yeah,
the
no, okay.
conversation
I'm
we're having
gaining
right
so
now?
much more information right now. No, it's fine. No, okay.
Thank you.
Doing this, Milo
At this
walks
point,
up to
at this
him
point,
and
this
introduces himself
Lauren,
and says,
you.
Hi, I'm
Oh
Hi,
yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
Milo.
Sorry. You see a little Lauren. You see a small halfling, bald and bearded, comes running up to you and just extends a hand out.
Lauren doesn't even look at Milo or acknowledge him. He is looking straight ahead at the new moon and walking forward until he comes face to face with Rian.
Okay.
Is Green still on my shoulder?
No, he's sitting up.
He perked up when this person showed up.
Wiping all the snot from his face. Like, oh god.
You like as you're getting up off of me, you're like, and I'm like, great.
He takes a moment and kind of looks around at everyone and just takes note of everyone that is there and looks you in the eyes and says, Grian McGrath, correct?
Yeah? Who's asking?
We need to speak in private.
Shit timing, but okay. And he'll get up and go with him.
Well, hold on, Grian. I know I just met you, but do you often go off with people you literally just met and know nothing about in a foreign place?
Frequently, yes.
Depends on how attractive they are.
It's kind of our party. So
would you like me to answer that question honestly?
I am not trying to be insensitive, but maybe that's why people keep dying.
Too soon. What did I say?
You see Noros on the other side just going. You can't just start a sentence with "I'm not trying to be insensitive." You can't just do that.
I thought that if I said that, then it's okay what comes after.
No, you can't just say those things and then say whatever you want. That's the.
I do that to you all the time, and you seem fine.
You seem like you're upset because he's asking for Grian to have a private conversation. That's what I'm getting at this point.
What is?
Did you?
Okay.
What is wrong with you?
I was just saying, I'm trying to say that he should be careful. This person came out of nowhere, literally came off the back of an Aarakocra, and it just was like, hey, I need to talk to you. And then he's like, okay,
right there.
Great. I don't care.
He kind of seems like a dick, though, so I wouldn't go with him.
Go. You know what? You're right. Go ahead. Go. You're not part of my group anyway.
Grian, you're. Hey, Grian, you're good. Don't worry. I got this. It's fine.
Thanks.
Was that Noros?
That was Noros. Lauren.
You've got what?
I'm Noros. Shh.
Guys, I guess I'll be back. He'll look at a demon and be like, if you need me, you know how to find me.
For the record, there's no place to hide. It's like a big open area.
Go to the other side.
You know where to find me, and you walk 20 feet out into.
Elrin is speechless right now.
My point being is like the rock. He could use the rock.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I'll just shut up. Guar's telling me to. You are. No, it's fine. Do your thing. That's fine.
I never said shut up. I said
Are we married or are we not?
Yes, you're
I
married.
don't know. Maybe that's why I'm in such a bad mood right now.
That's why I'm freaking out.
Okay. Well, why can't we just freak out together? Why are we yelling at each other?
All right, I love you.
I love you too.
Does your dad know? Does her dad know?
Do you see the daggers?
Does my dad know?
Yes. Do you see the daggers? Do you see the daggers you have? The ceremonial daggers?
Yeah, my dad gave this to me before
I
left.
had them made for you out of shells that you like.
Yeah, it was a very thoughtful gift.
And they won't rust underwater.
There's a moment where Mongoose Crew completely is just falling apart, breaking down on this side. As a Lauren, you are walking away with Grian.
With Grian.
Is there anywhere I could lead that's kind of out of sight of the party?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Joe?
Yes.
I activate my bracelet with Graham.
Okay. You got it.
I'm eavesdropping.
Yep.
If they're inside of me and I can see their lips moving. I know what they're talking about, and I want to know.
Okay, I'm gonna say. So I know you have that feat. I gotta say, it just happens.
I do.
It just happens. I'm sorry, Lauren. It's a difficult area to do this in.
Yeah. All right. So.
And FYI, I'm just worried about Brian. That's the only reason I'm doing it.
Eldrin's nosy.
Yeah. Yep.
As soon as we're far enough away, I will just not even look at you, just start talking and just be like, you made quite the noise in Grifton. It made us easier to find you. But we did lose you for a while, and I guess you could say I'm lucky that our informants here told me and nobody else. But I do have one question for you, and that is, where is Ariana Cerebris?
I have zero idea who that is, to be perfectly honest.
I don't think you need to lie to me. Short, black hair, pale skin. We know for a fact that you were all together.
Do you mean Aaron?
Guess that's what they go by now, but that is not their true name.
Can I ask what you want with them?
I don't think that's any of your concern. My message is for Aaron, if that's what you want to say. But clearly they are not here right now.
I mean,
I'm leaning over and whispering all this to Wilbur.
If you've got a message for Aaron, you're gonna have to take it up with someone higher than the Raven Queen.
What's that supposed to mean?
They just died, obliterated into nothing. And I'm kind of the worst person to ask about this right now, so if you've got something to say, just spit it the fuck out. I'm not genuinely this mean, I'm sorry.
Brandon's feeling the DM energy right now of like, oh yeah. That embrace it, Brandon. Embrace it.
I think in that moment of shock, the visage will fade away.
Absolutely.
And very quickly you will find a scimitar at your throat. And you will see a very pale woman with straight black hair, slightly cheered up, and who just looks you dead in the eyes and said, "You're lying."
Do I know that scimitar went to his throat?
Yep.
I lean into Wilbur and say, things have escalated.
Elder's just like, I was right.
I send a message to Tishina and Anthe, and I just say, please follow me mentally, and I start walking towards Graham.
I'll just be like, give me a minute, and looking back at my attacker, I'll say, no, I've got 0 magic left because of it. I was like, if you want, you can have some of their ashes from my face.
The scimitar drops, and she begins to cry, and she just keeps repeating that you're lying, and just kind of collapses.
Things took a new turn, Wilbur.
I think
what's happening?
Sadly enough, Grian will probably just like drop down to his knees and hug her tight.
I think she knew, or they knew Aaron.
What happened?
They fell. I brought them back up, and we were in a bad spot, and they used their last words to try and save us. And they did. All of us. All 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All 10 of us. 10 of us, yeah. And because of them, we were able to get away, but it cost us our friend.
Then I guess my message is useless. I came ahead to warn Aaron that the Ravens were onto you all, and they would be upon you soon to do just that. Aaron was my sister.
Like your actual sister? What?
Not by blood. We were raised together.
I'm
Were you?
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Who killed her?
Some dick named Tall. Do you remember that voice in the sky? A week, 2 weeks ago, something like that. 3 weeks ago. That asshole. And he did it from the body of our friend, which is kind of a bigger dick move, but yeah, I mean, we didn't stand a chance, and they saved us. If it wasn't for them, we'd all be dead.
Well, thank you for telling me.
Is there anything I can do for you at all? Like,
Can you swear to me that either you or I, maybe both of us fighting side by side one day, will kill Saul for what he's done?
I promise I will try my damnedest.
And Liana will take the scimitar and slice her hand and reach out to shake it, as we like swear by your blood.
Grian will form his packed weapon into a knife and cut his hand and shake it.
I want you to know that we were raised for the sole purpose of serving the Raven Queen, and know that every time you see a raven, Aaron will be there watching and helping. And I know that this is the best way that it could have ended. I will get the Reapers off your tails. I will be sure to misguide them and do what needs to be done to keep you all safe. But you just keep that promise.
I will. Do you want to come meet the rest of her makeshift family over here?
Imagine at this point looking up. Imagine at least New Moon has like been like creeping up this whole time.
Yeah.
In response to the scimitar at Grian's throat, and now just being straight up curious.
I think it's best I keep my visit short. We are not allowed to be away from the group for long, if ever. And the longer I'm away, the more I risk my own safety. But we'll find each other again.
Green's gonna like rip off a piece of his shirt, just no, like on the edge, and wipe what he can from his face, and like fold it and like hand it to her, to Liliana. Keep them safe for me.
Thank you.
All right. I mean, what do we have to, just before you go, who's coming after us exactly? Like, what do we have to worry about? There's so much happening.
It won't be a worry anymore, and the less you know, the better.
Okay. Well, if you ever need me, you, I guess, know how to find me.
You can count on that.
Apparently. All right. And he'll give her one last hug. Just say, like, I'm assuming she's a little bit shorter. I don't know. Maybe she's super tall. I don't know.
No, no.
And he'll like lean down and give her a hug and be like, "Thank you for coming in. We'll kick this guy's arse hard."
And Liana will shift back into Aloran and slowly walk away.
Cool. As you see Liana / Aloran walk away, you see all of a sudden just swooping down, just a hand just raised, and this very large raven comes in out of nowhere, just grabs hand in hand, goes and pulls himself up and takes off. And it's a little early, but I think with that, that's a perfect place for us to take our 10-minute break. So we'll see you guys in 10 minutes. Bye. All right, and we are back. So, after the heartfelt but brief connection with a sister of Aaron, we see Liana's visage fly off into the distance, and we see a couple other figures start to emerge to drop down. A couple of them being the same guards that you had saw earlier, and you see one of them is carrying in its talons a figure in a dark kind of black robe. You see black feathers that have this like aged sort of look to it. Some of the feathers as he comes down seem to kind of like fall off of him, and you see that like in like specific areas of like extremities of like his hands and his feet, you see that they actually have like a lot of the black feathers have turned to white. Guar and Eldrin, you recognize this man as your this Kenku as your interpreter from a time ago.
A couple days ago.
Yeah, only going by the name. As the figure drops down, you hear this like sort of interesting sort of squawk, the Orin primordial dialect going back and forth, and you see them look around at you all, sort of, kind of. You can tell, like, definitely hard to see. You see these big sort of open eyes that have this like constant, almost like scared sort of expression. You see there's like a sort of a milkiness to them, and showing that he definitely has a hard time seeing, but eventually kind of makes out just in the distance. And you white hair.
Me?
Yeah, Guar, you recognize this man. This is the interpreter.
Yeah. Yes. Hello.
Yes. So, you're back.
Yes. We didn't mean to.
Okay. I guess my job is to find out why.
That would be him to speak to, I say, pointing to Zaris.
So, do you know Zaris?
Oh. Yeah.
So we were in a different place, and he did his like thing where he like did the thing.
Right. The stuff that you frown upon.
Right. Yeah, we saw. We saw that. We were notified of that. I guess the question would be,
he opened the gate and we came here.
Why are you here? Why are you not down on the ground?
I would like to know that as well.
Yes. So far we know, according to Zaris, it's because not all of us can breathe underwater.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
So I would ask Zaris, but it is good to see you again.
There's a lot. As an NPC, I'm not going to engage with another NPC. There's a lot of land that isn't underwater.
And we're aware of that, and trust me, in respect for all of you, we wouldn't have chosen this path, but Zaris didn't give us a choice, so I believe we're just trying to... what was that, Warren?
While we're here, we were wondering if there's an answer yet.
I don't think that was the right thing to ask.
What?
The last time we were here, I made the attempt to communicate with... Out of character, can you say their name again?
Their title is the Tlatawati.
Okay. We attempted to communicate with the Tlatawati. The great and powerful Tlatawati. And we were seeking their aid in this fight against the voice. And they left us with, they would let us, they would think about it.
Oh.
That is not why we're back, though.
We're not, that's not why we're back.
We're not here to just force an answer.
Well, I'm not aware of that information. It's not, I believe you. That's probably outside of what I would normally... Tall? You said? Tall?
I didn't say a name at all. I said the voice.
Okay, the voice.
But yeah, sure. For the sake of argument,
Guar pulls a knife out. I didn't say a name at all.
Roll initiative. The voice. The boy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good. Said their name was Tall, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're looking for help with you're looking for help from the Tlatawati on helping the voice find this Wilbur.
No,
not even close.
Guar, can I speak?
Oh, this better be good. You don't have to ask for permission. I just wanted to not make it worse, okay? Go for it.
Okay, thanks for the confidence. We're here seeking...
Hi.
Hi. We're here seeking aid or refuge, basically. We just came from a very intense battle, and we need to heal, and then we can be on our way. We're not here to ask for anything other than a place where we can be safe for a little while.
Okay. All right. That's what I heard. You said that last time.
Well, last time was different. This time is also different, if that makes sense.
No.
Yeah. Zaris, why did you bring us here? I yell across the...
You hear Zaris, who is just kind of like basking in the sun for a second. Oh, did they answer yet?
Answer what?
The voice.
Is that why I look to the Kenku and I say, hold for a moment. And I stalk over to Zaris.
Yeah.
And I say, Zaris, can you please I'm begging you. What made you decide to bring us here instead of somewhere on land or somewhere else? That is what I'm trying to explain to our good friend over there. Because they are confused as to our presence here.
Sure. Yes. You can tell them that we'll be leaving shortly.
Okay, I said that. We just need to rest, correct?
Yes. And it's none of their damn business.
I'm gonna defer to you
unless
because you are the ambassador.
Unless you want to make it their business, I don't.
Okay. You understand me saying this? How that sounds is not great.
Better than me saying it.
Okay.
Are they going to help?
Help with what?
With Tall.
I don't know. That was...
Well, ask them.
It's not my place to ask them. The Tawatawani said that he would speak with my father when he has an answer.
Well, the clock's ticking. Tell them that. Tell them the clock's ticking. Tell them Your father said the clock's ticking.
He didn't say that.
Yeah, you know that, and I know that. They don't know that.
Archmage, you are really just...
Listen. And you do see his face get a little serious.
You saw what I saw.
Yes.
We are going to need all the help we can get. I know I seem pretty good at speaking with royalty of different cultures, but it's not really, I don't care to do it, and I'm not good at it. Though it may seem that I am.
Then why are you their ambassador?
Well, to be honest with you, us Tritons are very set in our ways, so also I'm the only one that can travel this far.
Okay. That's a really poor reason to make someone an ambassador, no offense.
Hey, talk to your dad. But the thing is, we need to instill in them that the clock is ticking. Something's gonna be coming.
I don't think I'm the best person to do this.
Okay, I can do it.
Oh, I thought you were ramping
I can
up.
tell him to get a move on. Yeah, no, get on.
No, I thought you were ramping up to like encourage me or like give me some wisdom.
Oh no!
Oh, that's not what we were doing at all. Okay, I don't want to do this.
For fuck's sake!
Trust me, you don't need any more. You don't need any more of a big head than you do. I just want to make sure you. I mean, your head is. I mean, it's a normal shape. It's something they say on land.
Okay, that's a very odd thing.
You rely too much on your title. Can I please say something now?
Sure. Okay, Guar. Yeah, you take the lead.
Thank you.
You just wait before you do? Can you just impart on them that it would be we would see it as a great favor to Honoria if they let us rest here and take a respite, or some way of saying that isn't the way I say it.
You mean respite?
Yeah, there we go. That's the word.
Oh, yes, of course I can say that.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Can we just use their shit for a while?
Yes.
And if it's a problem, I can actually honestly tell them if it's a problem, I can make a little house for us that we can just stay in that house until we're ready to go.
Oh, honestly, I mean, obviously we have a very powerful spellcaster over there. Maybe
she is in the headspace to do anything of the sort right now.
Okay. Well, let's all be careful about each other's feelings right now. That's fine.
Okay. Zaris, it's always lovely speaking with you.
And you, Princess of Honoria. And you see him bow obnoxiously low.
I have to roll my eyes. Okay. Guar, go do.
He almost trips on his own beard that he wasn't aware that he had until this moment.
Oh, God.
You know what one thing before Guar goes, whatever. What I've realized in this whole journey with you is that we're screwed if you don't live until my brother is at least of age to take over. So please be more careful.
Okay.
Your successor is 10 years old. And you
are
are looking very, very old now.
Oh, okay, all right. So this is because I said you had a big head. You know what? That's fine.
Guar, you walk away from this conversation, I think.
Absolutely.
I need Ianthe to talk to this man so badly.
As Zara starts shouting about soup.
Yeah.
Listen, just because I want some soup every once in a while doesn't mean... And, you know, she has a very lovely figure. And
I like, move him so that he can see his, like, reflection in the water.
Oh, God. Oh. Quick, someone give me something sharp.
Give him my wedding dagger.
This continues on. Guar, you go.
I do give him the wedding dagger.
Okay, you got it. Fitting. Guar, you come up to.
This is very important. I have two requests.
Hi.
Hello. It's good to see you again. Thank you for the friendly greeting. Something is coming. We told you this the last time we were here, but it is closer and more powerful than we could have possibly imagined. The Talatawani seemed less concerned than we were because of your fortifications here. But your fortifications will not matter if you do not join us to stop this power. Tal infiltrated my father's kingdom. Tal slowly built his power up by getting others to feed off of their fear and their anger and their hatred. And he is fed off of this for years. So much so that it doesn't matter. But the point is, I got away. And all I want to do now is vanquish him. All we want to do is vanquish him. And if you don't join us, he will come for you too. He will come for this beautiful, majestic place and destroy it and everyone in it.
Wow, that sounds bad. I'm sorry, I should have said this earlier, but can you, the same vigor, same feeling, just that same fervor. Can you say that one more time? As you see him pull something out of his bag that has this weird sort of it's this bluish sort of orb that has these tendrils sort of attached to it that are emblazoned in gold. And you see him spin it, and he's go ahead now, say it one more time for me. You could, and basically
I repeat it verbatim.
You do it absolutely, yeah. Give me a charisma saving throw, please. Or sorry.
Oh, I was like, dang.
Give me a persuasion check.
Sure.
So they'll use this kind of magic, but scoffed at me when I gave him my bracelet to use?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a 28.
Hell yeah, dude. Totally expressionless. You see, okay, thank you very much. All right, well, you can certainly, you can stay here.
Thank you. That was my next request.
There's no more of you, right? There was rumors that there was someone else that came in.
No, this is all of us. No one else came through the portal.
Okay. Great. All right. Well, there's a lot of ravens around here.
Yeah, there are.
That's okay. Makes me look big. Okay. Well, I'll bring this to the chieftain, and I guess he'll talk with your king.
You meant Eldrin's king? I'm out of character. Did you mean Eldrin's king?
No, he didn't. He'll talk with your king.
No, do not speak to my father. He is...
No, he'll talk to your king.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. I guess, yeah, that would be kind of important, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you? You're from Minoria, right?
No. I'm not from Minoria. I'm from not there.
Oh, okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Dwendelver. Do not talk to
we'll
them
talk
there.
to the king of Dwendelver and get this all sorted out.
No, do not talk to anyone from Dwendelver.
Okay, you're very confusing right now.
Talk to the king of Enoria.
Talk to the king of Enoria. But you're not from Enoria.
No, but she is, and he is, and he is.
We're arguing, and he's shaving himself with the dagger that you gave me.
He has like no dexterity. There's like cut marks all over the place.
Poor Guar.
Okay. All right. Great. Well, Guar. Pleasure.
The same.
Okay, you can take me up now. And you see the guards come back or come by and just grab him and just and fly off. Okay.
I turn to Eldrin and say, and that's how it's done.
You fumbled the last bit a bit, but, you know.
Ianthe, as you are seeing Zaris having some difficulties with the dagger on trying to like cut his own beard, it's up to you if you feel like this would be a good moment for you to walk up and talk to him, but you definitely feel like you could assist. This could be your like in of like.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna.
Eldrin is just staring with her arms crossed and glaring at Zaris.
Well, don't just look at me.
Is now the time?
I have no healing magic. I don't know how long this cut's gonna last.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Sorry, it just looks like maybe you needed a little bit of assistance. I've got a pretty good knife. Not that this one's not any good, but this one's like really sharp.
Great. Yes. Thank you. What's your name?
My name's Ianthe. Sorry, we got distracted before I could give everybody my name, so I just sort of let it go.
we started arguing about things. Name? Oh, no, Eldrin says, "What's the other one's name? The tall one. We didn't get his either."
I don't know.
I'm not talking to you.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I wasn't speaking to you.
Do you mean Titian?
Yes, thank you. We didn't get his name either.
That's Titian. He's just Titian. It's a thing.
I don't think that Leonin is just anything.
I can't get into that right now.
Okay.
You're kind of covered in blood. I can't heal you, but I could clean.
Eldrin rolls her eyes and says, "I can heal him." And I do a 1d4 thing to heal his face.
Okay, you got it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just do a prestidigitation to like clean up some of the blood spots.
Love it.
Like, covered in blood. That's not the most seemly.
Thank you.
Did I hear right? You're the Archmage of Honoria?
I am. Yes. Hey, why don't you?
Gives Eldrin a look.
Why don't you step into my office?
Just walk a little bit away from Eldrin right now.
When he does that, I look and I say, "I don't see a table anywhere."
Table appears. He's still.
Does he go? Does he go underneath it?
No, he doesn't. Do you ask him to?
No, because that's where his office is, under the table. Do you not remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Absolutely. He does go under the table. Yeah, he's a crazy. I forgot how crazy he is. Yeah.
Okay, come on. This way.
Just
watch your step.
I look at Ianthe and I say, "Good luck with this."
Is he always like this?
She'll be fine. Yes, I am. Come on.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, he is.
She's in this like big, massive, bulky dress.
You're both like hugging your legs in hers.
Okay, so.
It's cozy.
Thank you. It's like a traveling office.
Very handy, I'm sure. I had a question I was told that you might know something. I'm looking for the owner of this, and I'm gonna like show my necklace, but I'm not taking it off.
Okay.
So yes, he is staring at my chest.
you would know from you wouldn't know this, but Zaris fully doesn't connect that at all. He looks at it and goes,
"Well, I would assume the owner is the one it's clasped to."
All right. Well, I'm sorry. I should word that differently. Not the owner of the amulet itself. Obviously, that is me. The owner of the blood inside of it.
Oh. Well, I guess I can take a look. Can you unclasp it so I can?
Sure.
And you see him taking a look at it. Give me an insight check.
Oh, I was just going to ask if I could.
Yeah.
For the level of crazy.
Wait, can't we not insight on him?
Oh, God, that's right. I'm so sorry. I'm screwing up Zaris. Yeah, go ahead. Tell me what you got in your insight check.
What is my insight? It is +4. 18.
18. 18 is enough to recognize that at this point, when you see his eyes darting back and forth, this man is full crazy.
Great.
But also might be one of the smartest people you've ever seen. It is extremely hard to tell. He is immune to insight checks.
Yep.
What about mind reading?
I never said he wasn't immune to mind reading. He is a very high level wizard, I will tell you that.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to leave it be, and she's just going to think to herself, like, yeah, Valindra would send me your direction.
Do you say that out loud?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay, well, what would you want to know about the fellow or feline? What's the opposite of fellow?
Woman.
That
Person. Well,
person. That fellow or feline that is that blood belongs to.
I guess I'd start with who they are.
May I ask why you want to know?
My mother gave it to me. She said she got it from my father.
Oh. Okay. Well, your father died. Sorry.
You know who he is?
Yes.
Who is he?
Well, he's a good friend of mine. I wish he was around so that I could make sure that I'm not giving away information that he wouldn't want me to give away. So, and I realize saying all this out loud makes it clear that I don't want to give you all the information. So, I'll say this. He's not the father type, you know. He's assuming that that's what you're looking for. I would tell you definitely look elsewhere. I don't think there's no gene in that pool, so to speak, of the father gene. Probably why he left your mother, honestly.
Is this a joke? Are you?
No, I
are
never
you?
joke.
Did Valindra tell you to say that? Because that's exactly what he told me when he told me to find you.
That's fucking. You know, drow are they're very annoying. They're annoying. It's.
I don't know if annoying is the word I would use.
I would. It's they think because they're able to be underground and live in that world, they don't adhere to just, just general politeness and possibly keeping a secret, or at least letting the man know that, hey, Water Genasi is going to come up to you and wonder where her father is.
So it is a joke. Okay, great. So my life is a big joke to you and this drow.
No,
awesome.
I don't. It's best that you forget. It's best that you forget.
This isn't part of my identity. Don't you think I deserve to know? Don't you think that's my choice?
Maybe.
I think it is.
Roll me a persuasion check.
All right, dice. Here we go.
They're alone under this table, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I will use my inspiration if I have to. I will be using my inspiration.
Okay.
It was fine, but not... Could be better.
Okay.
That's a little bit better. 22.
22. Okay. All right.
You know, if I tell you and, he died, it's just, it would, it's not going to make you feel any better. I think. I don't know. Okay.
I don't think you know how I feel about this.
No, that's true. I don't. I can imagine. You're not the first person... You're not the first person that I'm gonna have this conversation with. His name is Ashar Anas. He is and was a very powerful Marid. He was my friend. But in a previous life, as many jinn tend to do, they follow their whimsy, no matter who it... I'm sure he didn't mean to hurt you or your mother, but I can't say with full honesty that he didn't know that it was wrong.
How did he die?
Oh, well, that you're gonna have to talk to those people over there. To be clear, they...
Miranda's gone. Miranda is gone. And with that, we end tonight. No.
I want, when she looks over to, like, you gotta talk to those people over there, I want it to just be the most chaotic, like, Eldrin and Guar are arguing, Norris is trying to calm them down, Wilbur's pooping, like... Saren's awkwardly petting Gerard, and Milo's just like, "Hey guys."
Milo's fully walking vertically on any
on the wall, just to prove that it can, and just I love it.
Just to dunk on some birds.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, Mike.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm all blurry now. I don't know what happened.
You're in witness protection program now.
Seriously.
His name has been changed.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna jump on and jump off. I'll be right back.
Sorry.
I don't know what I was expecting, but I don't think it was that.
He looks at you, and the craziness in his eyes seems to kind of like focus in a little bit more.
Would you like to speak to him again? Sorry. Would you like to speak to him?
I wouldn't even know what to say.
Well, give me 2 more weeks.
I don't know if we'll be here for 2 weeks, but if I wanted to find you in Noria, could I?
Sure. I'm the High Mage of Anoria. Most people know my name.
I have a sister, and I think she deserves to know this too.
Older or younger?
If you ask her, she's older. We're twins.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it less bad. Still bad. I'm sorry.
Thanks. I'll see myself out of your office.
Okay.
And the necklace back.
Oh, yes, of course. Very pretty. I think.
Thanks. I like it.
It was good to meet you, Ianthe.
You too.
Don't die in the next couple weeks.
Good. I will try.
Okay, that's for the record. I'm not casting like a death ward on you or anything, like to help you.
No. I can do that myself.
You to not... Oh, great. Okay, awesome, great. Because I'm very tired. And I.
Oh God, I'm so tired.
Don't tell Elder, but I don't have that spell. So.
New secrets with me. Don't tell any of them what I asked about. I mean, they don't know me, and I don't know them, but it just feels weird.
It's the beauty of having most people think that you're crazy. It's easy to keep secrets.
Maybe I should try that.
I recommend it. So can you help me shave my beard? There's just this one spot right here that's just a little tuft. Can you get that?
Oh.
No? Okay, fine. I'll get it. Yep.
I just pick it.
You can leave out of my office.
Yep. Bye. Thanks.
You walk out from under the table. The table magically disappears. You see him stand up. He's still 5 feet from you.
Cool. All right. Well.
I'm going to go over here now.
Great. Anyone else want to talk to me? I have a feeling. No? Okay.
There's no one else around.
There's no one else around. He's not talking to anyone. He's just talking to the air.
Joe's favorite character to play.
One of my favorites, for sure.
I do like him.
Cool. All right. So 1 down. Looking at, I would say at this moment, Ianthe, as you are kind of like walking back to the group, you see the very moment where Brimhilda seems to kind of snap out of it. Brimhilda, like, okay, all right. You see a bunch of papers start to kind of appear before her, scattered on the tiled ground. You see her immediately start to conjure a quill and start writing things down.
Do you need some help?
Sorry, what?
We've got a lot of things here. Do you need some help with anything?
No. No, I'm good. I can handle everything myself. Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna wander off because I'm kind of in my own little world.
Hey.
Huh?
I'm sorry about your friend.
Yeah, me too.
If my friends weren't so stupid, they'd probably still be alive.
I mean, we were there for you. So.
Right. That doesn't change what I said.
Why were we there for you? Why were you there?
I was sent there because someone was trying to make a point.
So were we not there to make a point as well? Are we just pawns in this? Are we just pieces to you?
Yes. 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 Thank you. So, if you want to not be, go home or get on a ship and get as far away from here as possible. Because the amount of help I don't need your help. Thank you.
Did we hear her yell?
Yeah, you heard the yes.
At that, that's when Eldrin's going to make her way over to Brimhilda.
Sorry about your friend.
Thanks.
Does Ianthe look upset from like talking with Zaris and everything?
I think she's distracted and now she's mad. And she's probably fidgeting with her necklace a little bit.
Yeah, Eldrin comes over and says, I apologize for my friend over here, Ianthe.
It's like they don't get that we're people. We have lives. I don't want to be part of this any more than you want me here. I got sucked into this just like everyone else. If I could go home, I would. But I've got people there who need to be protected.
So protect them.
That's why I'm here.
I think Green will come up too and just... And there's nowhere to run. When he rang out, it rang everywhere. And when we were on the sea, he's in the sea too. The people under there are just as much in trouble as the people above.
It's not everywhere.
It's everywhere we've been.
Yeah, everywhere we've seen.
According to Saren, not in Erisgar, at least, where Grincelli's school is.
What?
You've missed a lot. Are you ready to talk?
Saren found this information out?
Yes.
Then I can talk to Saren.
Excuse me?
I will talk to the person that has the information.
Okay. You know, Brimhilda, like I said to you before we came, you're not alone. So stop acting like you are.
I feel like you're having this conversation as she's like pulling papers up and is actually walking towards Saren.
Like, we've also been inside your house, so it's not like...
What?
That was your house? That thing tried to eat me.
It beat the shit out of me.
Well, in all fairness, you shouldn't go into someone's house uninvited. That's besides the point.
I mean,
half invited, but
the house invited us, really.
It did. It was weird.
How did he seem?
Friendly.
Lonely.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Vicious.
A little lonely. I mean, just seemed like it was really indecisive, I guess you could say, quizzical.
I should probably get off this plateau. Excuse me. Excuse me. It just kind of like moves past you trying to get to Saren. Saren!
I'm going to follow Brimhilda.
Yes?
I'm going.
You have information for me regarding where the voice didn't go?
Yeah, I guess the place was called Erisgar. Tall poofed me up on a mountain. The giant took me there. I climbed down and talked to some student. It looked like a school. He said they didn't hear it.
Who's it?
And then
Who
I
was
left.
the student?
Kayla doesn't remember his name, but I think
you could
I got
say
his name.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay. And how do you know they were telling the truth?
I mean, he didn't really seem to have a reason not to.
So you don't know?
No.
Grincelli is in charge of that school, Brimhilda.
I'm aware of that.
I mean, it seems connected.
Obviously it's connected. She is connected to Tal.
Okay. If you must butt in on this, what I'm trying to figure out is whether or not the students are in on it. Because if the students are lying to Saren, then it's us versus Grincelli and every other student that's in there. Or it's us versus Grincelli and whatever else she has cooped up in there.
Well, I mean, the student didn't know who I was. I just asked him if he heard the voice. He didn't seem to know what I was talking about, so...
I mean, if I was Grincelli, I would make sure that the people I have under my thumb didn't hear it, so that I can control them.
Yes, let's just assume that we know what our enemies are thinking. That's worked out pretty well for us so far.
We're not going to apologize for coming to save you if that's, what you're trying to get at. Or
No, I'm not.
You were wrong, not us. You needed our help.
Anything else, Sarah?
No, I think that was it. Wasn't there for very long.
Okay, thanks for your help. You said I missed a lot. Is there anything else that I missed?
I'm just trying to think. When did we last see Brimhilda? It was when... So it was Bar who last saw her. Oh no,
Yeah.
it was at the Grove. The Grove.
It was at the Grove, yeah.
Okay. Eldrin says a lot of wombats are missing. Riley's helping with that. All of us were scattered to different places. Actually, Guar and I ended up here. Tall has his hands in everything. I'm pretty sure he's infiltrated Honoria somehow. I don't know. I think we need to all sit together as a group and discuss everything that's happened.
Okay. Yeah. You guys do that.
With you, Broomhilda.
I have things to do.
You need to work with us. We need your help because you're not in this alone.
I needed your help. Thank you. You got me out of there. Not the way I asked you to, but you did. Thank you. I got it from here.
No. Tall destroyed my family. I'm not just going to sit back and do nothing. He destroyed Guar's family. Wilbur literally has to do something about this. So, fine, don't help us.
Because of what? Because of what? Why does Wilbur have to...
Because I look at Wilbur.
Yeah. I feel like Wilbur's just like, where is Wilbur right now?
And a baby Bjorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby Bjorn. I don't think Wilbur has walked up to this. I think Wilbur is just kind of
off.
Yeah, off in the distance. Probably eating some grass.
I think. At that I say you don't. I thought you knew. Wilbur signed a contract. He was with your father, or Cerilius. Sorry. And I think there's a lot he needs to fill you in on.
Okay, great. Thank you. Moves over to Wilbur. Wilbur, tell me about this contract that you signed with Cerilius.
I'm glad to see you're feeling better.
The contract.
Are you okay?
No. But I will be as soon as you tell me about this contract.
We made a pretty good team.
Fuck. Oh, don't make me do that. Oh, don't make me do that.
Wilbur's looking so earnest like a little puppy.
Oh, don't make me do that.
Destroy him.
Reroll.
Okay, one of those is a net one. She looks at you and she does soften slightly. She goes, "We did. Now I need you to take care of your family."
Well, Riley's helping with that. About this contract, I mean, I don't know if you saw that lightning that I, just...
I did.
Cerilius took me to meet with some people in a different plane.
What plane?
It was... Why do I always forget this?
I always forget it too.
Plane of the elemental plane of air.
The ethereal.
Yes, it was the elemental plane of air.
No.
No, it wasn't the ethereal plane. So Cerilius took me there to meet with some people, and yeah, it's pretty intimidating. But essentially, Cerilius told them that he believed that I could and was destined to defeat Tal. And the next thing I know, I signed a contract, and yeah, I'm a primordial now. That's why I can do like the lightning thing and stuff. And
Where was Cerilius when you became a primordial?
oh, Cerilius was there with me. Cerilius took me there. Also, Cerilius and I somehow were poofed back in time like 200 years. And that was the whole thing. And I saved him, and now I don't know where he is.
You went back in time?
Yes, when everyone got poofed away from the grove, I was sent back like 200 years in time. 150, sorry. In time to like a little like island. Ended up going under the island into the water to Honoria, where I met Zaris in his much younger years. After finding Cerilius, it was...
I'm going to say for his own sanity, Zaris is not hearing this conversation right now.
Yeah, no. He's still trying to figure out who is trying to come talk to him. That's what is happening with Zaris.
Anybody?
Yeah.
He's walking up to...
It's the John Travolta.
any worm in the ground. He is like, did you want to speak to me? Like,
yeah.
I have a question, Miranda. Wilbur, from what I remember, Wilbur told me everything, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to fill in some blanks once you're done talking.
Yeah, no, you're good. Wilbur 100% is getting sidetracked because Wilbur has just remembered, oh yeah, I saved Cerilius 150 years ago and I don't know where he is now.
Okay. Let's see.
Broomhilder, he spoke with Venice. He spoke with some people, names I don't recognize, but I'm sure you might. Venicepa, Nabrakis, Aramis.
Yeah.
Arxis, I believe. Dimis. You said that Arxis said that that there is a being that he wants to instill power into that could help against Tal. We still haven't figured out who that is.
Yeah.
Also, you mentioned that Dimis is working with Tal, maybe?
We certainly seemed nefarious.
Dimis
Sorry to butt in. It just seemed that you were kind of leaving some things out.
Oh, did Saren tell you about her thing too?
What?
Oh no.
Oh, she also signed a contract.
Yeah, she also signed a contract with Venicepa.
Fun fact, neither one of them read the contracts before they signed them.
I didn't have a lawyer.
Wilbur. Nope, you know what? I don't blame Wilbur because obviously that's exactly what Cerilius wanted. Probably why you were made in the first place. Amazing. Okay. Well, then we don't need Cerilius. Dimis is who?
Something with fire, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So from Plane of Fire?
I believe so. But from the way Wilbur described it, he doesn't really see it.
That meeting was in the ethereal plane. I apologize.
I knew it because he couldn't be. Yeah, that's where they had to meet.
It was the ethereal plane.
Yeah. So, yeah, Eldred says, from what Wilbur described to me, Dimis doesn't see Tal as an issue. He sees it as a way to have more influence on the material plane.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, doesn't seem like someone we can trust.
And so, Okay.
But it seemed like, Wilbur, these were all primordials that were in charge of their specific planes?
Yes, and Cerilius.
Okay. Did they mention anything about any rods or...
Rods?
No, never mind. Okay, good. Saren.
Yeah.
Contract, what's up?
Oops.
She can't say the name of who she signed it with.
Yeah. I mean, I can't say it.
Can you write it?
No, it's Venicepa. I can say it.
Yeah, Venicepa.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
Which,
who's
according
Venicepa?
he's like a god of, or a demon, or the
like god
Grim
of death
Reaper
kind of thing. Yeah, well,
the
Zaris
opposite
is,
of the Raven Queen.
Yeah, they don't get along, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, Zaris's potion kind of killed me because Tal
He
possessed
meant
me
to
for a
kill.
second.
He meant to kill Guar,
Mhm.
but didn't. Instead, killed Saren.
And then Wilbur got trapped in, well, wherever the hell we were with me, and the only way for us to get out was for me to sign the contract, and now I kind of have to take souls for him.
All this stuff happened
every day.
before the Battle
Yeah.
of the Grove. We just really didn't have the chance to talk.
Looks over at Guar. Right. That's my fault. Where's Guar right now?
I'm sorry. I have to name. I love Guar's. The fuck did I do? Look.
I mean,
Mike's like, why are you dragging me into this?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for my time to get a moment alone whenever he's mobbing her. So I would imagine Guar's probably just like standing a little ways back, having just talked to like I think he's probably just kind of like, well, now what? Like, and then
Okay.
I would imagine like Guar was standing a little ways back, just kind of patiently waiting for his turn.
I do explain to Broomhilda, because I just found it, that I explained that Arcus was a Sphinx, Aramis a water weird, Dimas a Hargeen, Venicepa a pillar of smoke, and Nebrachus is a dragon. Because I feel like when Eldrin has learned with Wilbur, when something important happens, she has started writing these things down, because Wilbur doesn't remember as well and leaves things out. So
You act like I have any control over my own brain.
Okay, so there were...
yeah.
It sounds like it's the same people. And there was no mention of any, like, Rod of Destruction, Rod of Summoning.
Eldrin pulls out her
nothing.
journal. Wilbur, I don't think you mentioned that. Unless you forgot.
No mention of any rods, New Moon?
No, there was. I don't know.
Well, or New Moon isn't with us.
Yeah, I thought we were like...
Yeah, no, we all...
Yeah,
I got mad at Broomhilda and I left before I threw things at her.
Yeah, we're
right.
there.
I mean, I guess I'm nearby because I'm trying to ask her a question. I'm just like waiting for everyone.
The DM's doing this. That's a big hit.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard it.
Guar says to himself, I have a rod we've discussed before.
That's enough of that.
God.
Sorry.
I mean, if you're talking rods, I know of a couple.
Cute.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, we found one.
Are you serious?
Half.
I'd walk away at this point just to be funny. Just let her chase you.
It wasn't a real rod, but we've been tasked with finding them.
From who?
Thrown under the bus. Riley.
From Riley?
These things are powerful, and they shouldn't be in the hands of anything.
Ralia Samira said that.
If that's their full name. I honestly just remember Riley.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
I mean, if you want to get into it, that's how we met the friend that just died. So, yeah.
I already told your friend I'm sorry that happened.
Me too. But that's how we found the rod, lost the rod, and found about the rods. So here we are.
Any information leading to where any of the ones are? How did you lose it?
Grancelli stole it, but it was a fake rod, so Riley's not concerned about it. Yeah, I know.
So you've
Fuck
all
that
met
bitch.
Grancelli as well?
She's a bloody cunt, that one, I swear. But
yeah, I don't know what that means, but yeah, I agree.
So you had a fake rod of destruction that Grancelli took.
Not sure if it was a rod of destruction. It was. I don't know. We have really no idea which one, what they're called, or what's one which. But it was one of us. The other dead friend you met had a vision that it could summon a fire creature.
Right. That's just why
we want to destroy them.
They're just called the rods, as some people would call them rods of destruction, others would call them rods of summoning, but the purpose of them could be both. Is
it similar to like an orb of summoning, but much more powerful?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Wilbur's gonna peek at Broomhilda's notebook.
Give me a perception check, you little sneaky sneak.
16.
16. You see the name Ogremok ?
If you have any information leading to where these rods are, I mean, that's kind of where we're headed. So our goal is to destroy them so no one else can use them.
Wait, can't we use them against Tal? Why would we destroy them?
If they fell into the wrong hands, like Grancelli, they would.
But if they fall into the right hands?
They're used to summon avatars of the original primordial spirits.
I mean, that's pretty powerful.
You know how your friend... You know how your brother died?
Yes.
It's because those spirits couldn't keep their shit together.
Wait, which brother?
Pick one.
Damn.
Speaking of that, it's probably a question for another day, but do you know that? I think Tal did something with my brother, and he's an Ariskar or something, but he's also with Persona, but here, I don't know. Zara said something about a split soul.
And also, Raylord, like my lover, the guy that's has something to do with Tal. He kind of it is complicated. He kind of appeared and tried to take Volmos or whatever he is right now away.
And then succeeded.
And yeah,
the second time infiltrated the castle of Venoria somehow.
Well, he didn't actually succeed, did he?
Eldrin thinks that's who took Volmos. Remember when the person masqueraded as Noros.
So where is the half soul now?
Erisgar, I believe. I don't know. Probably with Grancelli with my luck.
Okay. I don't know anything particular about those that are both here on this plane and not on this plane, but it sounds like I would imagine that your brother is useful to those that need some sort of conduit between planes.
How's that even possible? They didn't have a body. It looks just like him. And I can guarantee they didn't have a body. Zaris checked for me.
I don't know. I don't know, but I'll figure it out.
This is where you're doing it again. You don't need to figure it out all by yourself.
Looks over at Grian. I have no information for you about the other rots. If any of you are willing to take my advice, if you find information about another one, just come find me and I guess try to keep it safe if it's nearby you.
We'll message you. We have a way.
Okay, thank you.
I do have a question for you before I move out of here. I am trying to find some way into Anilduin, if you know a way. Figure magical being, why not, right? Like,
yeah, I know how they operate in getting in there.
Is there any way I could get that from you?
Yeah, you need someone on the inside that's wanting to be seen. As far as I know, that's the only way to get in. Okay. But you should go and figure that out. I think that's a good that's a good way to get something. That's good for you. That's a good idea.
I hope so.
Oh, Milo. I don't think it's... Yeah. No, it's probably not related. The little boy, that's not related to Tall, right?
I mean...
The little circus boy, Broomhilda.
Was the circus related to Tall?
No, that was Lahad, right? That's not related to Tall, correct?
I don't know.
Alright, then you don't need to know about this part.
Okay. Lahad might be connected to Tall, so anything connected to Lahad might be...
Well, I mean... The little boy... We told you about the little boy at the circus that we tried to save and then made that awful deal. Or I made that awful deal.
Right. Big fan of puppets.
Yeah, he's back somehow. He escaped. I don't know. Milo saw him.
Well,
he saw Milo.
I'm pretty sure I was awake. At least one of the times.
Okay. Is he a threat?
He's a child. But he's mean. Like,
to be fair.
I mean, You did say he did specifically say he wants to kill you, right? Or did he not? Was that just insinuated?
He inferred it pretty strongly. I can't remember.
But again, I agree with you.
Words.
He is a child.
Does he have the means to kill you?
I mean, he has access to like knives and stuff, but like, no, I think and like a big, really big puppet that could probably overpower me. But
okay, I neutralize him in some way. Ideally not the bad way, but if necessary.
I haven't seen any direct connection to Tall, but I mean, yeah, Lahad. If like that bastard's connected with Tall, then this kid was harmed by Lahad and is hunting Lahad down and also us down. He's got a lot on his plate. He seemed, I don't know. I feel bad for him.
Okay.
You didn't tell us about the Venronas.
What about them?
You said that Darth died peacefully, which I'm assuming was just a way to soften the guilt that I had, but Darth told us that the blood stone broke and none of them survived. You didn't tell us any of that.
I didn't see a reason to. I was trying to be human and give you some comfort. Sorry.
Thank you for trying.
Wow.
Someone say something?
Yeah, I was going to, but it was going to derail. So.
Okay. So at this point, she looks around at everybody and goes, "Okay, I am gonna go head off and try to."
Are you kidding me?
Just listen. Looks over at the new moon and goes, once again, I'm sorry for the way things turned out. If you would like, I could possibly erase your memories of the whole event. If that would... I can do
thanks.
That. It's not how we deal with that.
Speaking of erasing memories, how do you get them back? You said you lost things. You lost memories. Saren doesn't remember Gerard. Norris and I don't remember some things that I think are very pertinent to our lives. How do we get that back?
Are you specifically avoiding mentioning the wedding? Since she might be butthurt about that still.
Yeah. Did we not invite her? I'm trying to remember. No, we invited her. She wanted to be specifically invited, though.
Right.
Yeah. It was just assumed.
It was assumed. Yeah. I don't know.
Do you know what you're missing?
I don't know what I'm missing, no. I assume I'm missing something. Sorry. Your high mage looks pretty powerful. Maybe he could figure it out.
At this point, Guar finally kind of breaks through the ranks and says, "I've waited long enough." And he looks at the Mongoose Crew. "Can we have a moment?"
Of course.
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Milo's gonna head over to a new moon to chat with y'all for a minute while this happens.
I'm going to pretend that I'm chatting with New Moon, but I'm 100% not paying attention.
I'm also going to go over to... I'm actually going to go over to Zaris and pretend I'm talking to him, but I'm going to read their lips.
Okay.
Guar turns his back to Eldrin.
Y'all are nosy. I love it.
I can still see Broomhilda's lips.
Saren,
Not if I'm
one
standing
side of this
directly in
conversation.
front of her.
Saren
You
walks
don't
over
know
with
about my
Wilbur,
abilities.
That's true.
Saren walks over. Go ahead.
with Wilbur, and is
Okay.
also
Just
being
eavesdropping.
nosy.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
love it.
Saren's the nosiest of all of us.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your guys' favorite colors?
Oh my god. Is Broomhilda sitting or standing?
Standing.
Okay.
You see, like she's holding like a full like. She's holding a scroll over this like very like large pad of like separate cutout scrolls, essentially pages, and like just writing in it. Yeah.
Today was difficult. Do you want to talk about it?
No.
That's okay. And I just stay there. I'm not necessarily making eye contact, I'm just present. I might inch a little bit closer.
Okay. You see her look at you and say, clearly there is something that you want to say to me or want me to say to you.
I don't know what I can say right now. I only know that difficult days. On difficult days, I don't feel like talking about things either. But they are a lot easier when you know you have someone here for you. And I am here for you. I will always be here for you, as long as I have the ability in my body and in my mind to do so.
Look, I was up on that mountain for a while. I don't know what you're insinuating here. I'm sorry if it seemed like I misled you into thinking that there was something more than friendship here.
Broomhilda, look into my eyes. And I like take a finger under her chin and like gently lift up.
You do that. She pulls back. Please don't touch me.
I'm sorry.
Like I said, I don't know if something made you feel like what you just did was okay.
If you look into my eyes, you will see what you mean to me. Search your heart. Search your soul, and when you find me there, you will search no more. Don't tell me it's not worth fighting for. I can't help it. There is nothing I want more.
Guar, roll me an insight check.
Nat 20.
Okay. Nat 20.
For a 24. No, sorry, 26.
she's using this opportunity of allowing a excuse to say that she had forgotten what had happened between you two.
I figured, yeah.
As a she remembers.
Mm-hmm.
She's lying with her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I just found out once again that everything I knew about myself was wrong. You want to look into things, look into my eyes, look into my heart, and you will just find anger there. You want to help me? You want to be there for me?
Yes.
Looks at the other crew around. Give me a persuasion check.
Is a natural 13 for a 22.
Good. I'm going to say you have the help action from literally everyone here.
That means you get to reroll.
Okay. That's a natural 19.
Okay.
For a 28.
28.
No, that didn't hit on tall, so I don't know.
She's not tall yet. She looks at you all and goes, I can't be responsible for anyone else who dies during this process, but if you want to help me, I guess I can't stop you.
I look at her again and I say, I don't believe that you've forgotten about us. I believe that you are protecting yourself again because you don't want to be hurt again. Because your world keeps getting turned upside down. I am here for you. We are all here for you. And everything we have done. Everything we have done to find you. To get you out of Shadowfell. We did it for you. Because we believe in you. And I believe you can fight. And I think that you did fight. And that is why we got out of there.
Are you going to help me kill my father or not?
Fuck yes!
What say you all?
Fuck yes.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was not listening.
Anthony's still talking about. I would. Anthony's still talking about shades of pink that she likes.
Yeah, I love it.
Korean just like, fuck that guy.
So where do we start?
Well, I can't think here.
Is it the cawing?
Or the altitude?
Birds?
We need to...
Yeah.
It's going to be easier if we just all go find Marvin.
Ooh.
Who's Marvin?
My mansion.
Oh.
He was headed south the last time we saw him.
Okay.
Well, that narrows it down.
I can go and find what we need to get off this fucking rock.
Which I point to Zaris and I say, which he can help with as soon as I think you rest a little.
Fine, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
I stop Broomhilda one last time and just say, remember one last thing. You know Tal probably better than all of us. You don't have to express anything to me. But remember that he feeds off of fear and hate and other hurt. And the best thing we have to fight against it is love. Don't forget that.
Sure. I'm gonna go with hate for now, if that's okay with you.
Love and hate are on the same side of the spectrum.
I guess it's good enough for me. I know a lot about Tal, but everybody, who would know more about Tal? Looks at Guar dead in the eye at this point. Goes, Mr. Amon-Amarth.
Uh-oh.
You're not wrong.
So maybe you and I go pay him a visit.
We're not separating again.
Fine. I guess we can rest here and we can all go pay him a visit.
Remember what happened last time? No, you weren't there. Last time we separated, I died, and you're the one that had to bring me back, so...
Or I can just go and pay him a visit?
No.
Okay.
Wilbur's gonna say to Saren, she's gonna meet his dad. It's getting pretty serious.
I do like the Kubrick stare at Brumilda, and I'm like, yes, we will talk to my father.
Okay. New Moon, where do you need to go?
Probably back to Celeste. We've got some people to pick up there.
Okay. Do we want to go to Celeste or Mir?
We need to pick up some people in Celeste.
Yeah.
Okay. So Celeste.
Please and thank you.
Okay.
Before you leave, Milo scuttles over to you, and I pray to whatever gods y'all have that this is the last gift I have to make for you. And he holds up a little handkerchief with Aaron's name on it, and a feather embroidered on it. And he says, I never got to meet their bird, but I made a black feather. It felt right.
You're not missing much. The birds sucked. But this is nice. Thank you.
I don't think Ianthe likes birds much.
Nah, I like birds. I like heights.
You should probably say that a little quieter here.
Yeah. But and he hands you this little handkerchief he's been working on for the last little while.
Thank you, Mila. This is really touching.
Don't light this one on fire.
Did I light the last one on fire?
Yeah, I made a burial shroud for Slagton.
Oh yeah, we did.
He was burned on fire.
Yeah, we did do that. Sorry.
I'll
keep this.
It's fine. It's
I will keep this one. Thank you. I'm gonna kiss on his little head.
Aww.
That's cute.
You all fought very bravely.
Thank you again for helping restore the grove.
Thank you for saving my life.
And saving our asses.
When this is all over, may we meet somewhere in a tavern and share stories.
If any of you are ever in Anoria, you're more than welcome in the castle.
You are always welcome in the grove.
Do you work there? You can get us in or something like that?
Do an in there.
Broomhilda goes, I like him. He's funny.
Me too.
Still genuinely no idea who she is.
And
I also apologize for your cloak there. I'm sorry, that's my miss.
can I do an insight check to see if he knows who I am, or if he's just messing with me?
Sure.
Okay. 21.
21. Okay, yeah, 21. I'm assuming Grian has not heard the official title.
I know, like, Grian knows that there's a princess, but that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, as Brimhilda's saying like, oh, I like him, he's funny. I like looking at Grian. I'm like, oh, you're serious.
Oh.
Oh.
That's even funnier.
Yeah, I don't work there. I look at Noros.
You do work there. Noros goes, well, technically you do work there. You're a servant of the people, actually, in a lot of ways.
Okay, well, I guess it just feels weird to be the one to say it. Normally, I'm not the one.
This is Princess Eldrin Enerath of Enoria.
Okay.
First of her name.
Well,
no, and some
I'm
other
not.
shit. Second of her name.
You're not the first of your name.
Wilbur, I thought that you... Okay, no, it's fine.
You see Zaris just like dimensions doors right next to you goes,
yes. Oh, Archmage Zaris at your service here.
Grian's
literally.
Like, did you know this whole time you just let me like blow my nose on her shirt? Like you just.
I didn't think I was actually with them. I thought I was still following crows. Am I there?
Yeah, you're there.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I mentioned it during the fight. I didn't think it was a secret.
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure Adim.
This is the lot.
And then at that I say, wait, Adim, are you the Adim Norris, the one who's the bartender that you introduced me to?
Bartender.
Wait, did you introduce me as your future wife?
What, me?
That's weird. Anyway.
Who are you talking about? No one knows what you're talking about right now, I don't think.
When he introduced us to, what's her name? I can't remember, who Gwar flirted with. It was after we got married. He said, this is my wife, Eldrin. And she said that she raised a little boy named Adim.
Oh, no. Yeah. That was the
Nora's,
barkeep in, yeah.
Yeah. What was her name?
Lydia?
Yeah, that would have been Lydia.
Oh, no, her name was not Lydia.
Oh.
Right.
Okay. I'll have to look it up.
I did say when you were talking with her, like her, Noros, like, and you, there was layers of secrets there.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, Eldrin says that because Eldrin can't remember the name of the barkeep. So she's like, yeah, that woman, the one that you introduced me to, she raised you, right?
Which barkeep?
Milo's going to chime in and like, no, he didn't remember her. That didn't seem to be the right.
I'm just kind of leaning back, like listening about myself, like, oh, please.
Yeah. What did she say her name was to you guys?
I have to go all that way through my notes, unless Saren can get to it quicker than me.
Why do I feel like
like
it started
4
with
notebooks
a G or
ago.
a J?
Yeah, let's say Jackie for the sake of brevity.
Yeah, because that's a Norian name.
Small human bartender.
Jacqueline.
Just feminize Jack's name to Jackie for Adim. That's great.
whatever the name's going to be, Adim is not going to recognize it, right?
Yeah.
So that's the whole point there.
No, it's just funny. Like as the player Jack, you chose Jackie as the mom's name. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'll get the name and I'll actually send it so that if you want to put it in your notes as a name that okay.
Must be several Adims in Anoria.
I was the only one I ever met. My name's Primordial.
Maybe your mom.
She left me
had
to
a couple
sea.
names. I don't know.
How are you feeling, Zaris?
Glorian.
Glorian.
What was it?
Glorian.
That's right, Glorian. Yes.
I got it with a G.
Good job. Good job, Kayla.
So my response, if you say Glorian, I'm like, I knew most of the commoners in the areas I lived, but I don't recognize any specifically.
Oh.
That's odd.
Is she a Triton?
Yes.
Then yeah, I don't know.
Well, she's okay. I mean, I guess she raised another Water Genasi child.
Well, I was raised by the community, so she may have had a hand in it. I wasn't really raised by a person.
Okay.
My mother left after I was born, and my father is still a mystery. Although maybe this will help.
Yep. No, maybe it will. So we should go.
Well, I want to be.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, why?
Eldrin doesn't even clock it. She's like, he's being weird. He's always weird.
Yeah, he's just crazy.
Yeah, he's crazy. We don't even know. We don't.
Crazy like a fox.
Well, no, Zaris, you knew who you know the person whose amulet that was.
What?
He knows whose amulet this is?
Yes, he's the one that identified it.
Okay, all right. Your father's Merid. His name's Asharanas. You're probably somewhat related to Ianthe. The Mongoose Crew here actually killed your father. They're responsible for all this. And,
my tattoos start glowing.
Yeah, I hope you have a safe rest of your journey.
Through the arcane gate. Bye.
Bye, New Moon.
And I think we'll handle that above board. We'll handle that above board. But I think with that's a perfect time to end this session.
God.
Stay poofs.
She's not my cousin. She's my sister.
That's right. She's your stepsister.
If I had a nickel.
Half sister.
Half sister. Excuse me. Half sister. That's right. With that, everybody, thank you so much for sticking around this long. With that, we will end tonight's session. Bye, guys. We love you.
Bye.